The Utah Mammoth roll into Buffalo with all the momentum in the world, sitting pretty with 16 points and third place in the loaded Central Division. They are a model of balance, averaging 3.5 goals for while only allowing 2.8 against, a testament to their structured and speedy approach. Nick Schmaltz is driving the bus offensively with a stellar 17 points in just 10 games, complemented by Logan Cooley's 8 goals and a +5 rating. Their special teams are solid, with a power play humming at 19.5% and a penalty kill operating at a pristine 75% efficiency. Winners of 4 out of their last 5, including decisive victories over Winnipeg, Minnesota, and St. Louis, the Mammoth are playing with a rhythm and late-game composure that makes them a tough out every single night. Meanwhile, the Buffalo Sabres are in a much more precarious position, searching for any kind of traction to climb out of the Atlantic Division basement with 13 points. Their season has been defined by flashes of brilliance overshadowed by inconsistency, scoring 3.0 goals per game but conceding a troubling 3.5. While Alex Tuch leads the charge with 12 points and Rasmus Dahlin's 8 assists provide offensive punch from the blue line, their middling special teams and a sub-.910 team save percentage have held them back from taking that next step. Their recent form offers a glimmer of hope with 3 wins in their last 5, including an overtime thriller against Washington, but losses to Columbus and Boston exposed the defensive lapses they simply cannot afford tonight. Compounding their issues, a depleted lineup missing key forwards like Zach Benson and Jason Zucker will test their offensive depth and chemistry against a disciplined Utah squad. The goaltending matchup presents a clear advantage for the visitors. For Utah, Connor Ingram provides a steadying presence with a 2.70 GAA and an .890 save percentage, offering structure and calm rebound control that instills confidence during extended defensive zone shifts. Backing him up, Vitek Vanecek's .913 save percentage provides reliable depth. Buffalo counters with a far less consistent tandem. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen sports an .877 save percentage, and veteran Alex Leone, despite occasional flashes, carries a 3.24 GAA and has struggled under heavy shooting volume. This disparity in composure and rebound management will be critical, especially as the game wears on and Utah's relentless forecheck applies pressure. Expect the Mammoth to push the tempo early, testing Buffalo's weakened lines. While the Sabres will rely on Dahlin and Tuch to drive possession and create transition chances, Utah's disciplined neutral zone coverage and superior defensive layers are designed to force opponents into low-percentage shots. When the final horn sounds, efficiency and structure should overpower desperation. The Mammoths' balanced attack and steadier goaltending will be the difference, allowing them to take another confident stride in their Central Division ascent with a 4-2 victory. Under the bright lights of UBS Arena, a high-stakes divisional clash unfolds as the Boston Bruins look to push back into the playoff mix against a New York Islanders squad desperate to keep pace in the tightening Metropolitan Division. Boston already owns a 5-2 statement win from the first meeting this season, and the Islanders are undoubtedly seeking payback in front of their home crowd. This is a matchup with equal urgency, where one team is seeking momentum and the other is fighting to maintain it. The Bruins' attack flows through its superstars, with David Pastrnak continuing his elite play with 17 points on 7 goals and 10 assists, while Morgan Geekie adds valuable depth scoring with 9 points. The Islanders counter with Bo Horvat, who leads their charge with 15 points and 7 goals, backed by the veteran net front presence and playmaking of captain Anders Lee. Statistically, these two teams are remarkably even, both averaging just over 3 goals per game. However, the subtle difference may lie in the execution of special teams. Boston's power play operates at an efficient 21.7%, and their penalty kill is stout, erasing over 81% of opposing chances. The Islanders hover near that mark but will need sharper discipline to stay even in what promises to be a tightly contested game. Momentum is currently on Boston's side. They have won 3 of their last 5, including a gritty 2-1 win over Carolina, showing they can defend tightly and find timely goals. The Islanders have been more streaky, splitting their last two games and still searching for the consistency needed to string together wins. The duel in the crease is a fascinating subplot that could easily swing the entire tone of the matchup. For Boston, Jeremy Swayman brings resilience despite a 3.41 GAA, backed by an .898 save percentage and the capability to steal a period outright. Linus Ullmark provides a stable and reliable option should the Bruins need to change momentum. For New York, Ilya Sorokin remains the backbone, sporting an .877 save percentage and a 3.40 GAA, often single-handedly keeping the Islanders in games when defensive breakdowns occur. Both netminders have shown the ability to be brilliant, making this a battle of patience and precision where a single rebound or misread screen could decide the night. The battle lines are clear. Boston's crisp puck movement and lethal power play against New York's grinding forecheck and home ice energy. The Islanders will try to disrupt Boston's rhythm by clogging the neutral zone and forcing a dump and chase game. Yet, Boston's balance, Pasternak's firepower, and a penalty kill that thrives under pressure give them a slight edge as the game tightens late. Expect the Bruins' ability to adapt between finesse and physicality to be the difference, leading them to a 4-2 victory and their second straight win over the Islanders. A compelling Western Conference showdown takes place in Dallas as the Edmonton Oilers and Dallas Stars, both sitting on 15 points, engage in an early season measuring stick game. This is a classic clash of styles. Edmonton's electric, high-octane offense versus Dallas's structured and disciplined defensive system. The numbers set the stage for a tight contest. Edmonton averages 3.15 goals per game, powered by the dynamic duo of Connor McDavid, who has 17 points, and Leon Draisaitl, who has 9 goals and 9 assists. Their power play is a lethal weapon, operating at 23.3%, though their penalty kill has been a surprising weakness. Dallas counters with a more conservative 2.67 goals per game but boasts a stingy 2.80 goals against average and an incredibly efficient power play of their own, clicking at an impressive 31.7%. With Miro Heiskanen anchoring the blue line and Wyatt Johnston providing timely scoring, the Stars excel at smart, opportunistic hockey. Momentum is a mixed bag for both clubs. The Oilers are coming off a gritty 3-2 overtime win over Chicago, which snapped a brief skid, but they are still searching for consistency on the road. The Stars, meanwhile, are collecting points, with points in 4 of their last 5, including a 1-0 shutout of Washington, though their offense has cooled slightly lately. The goaltending situation adds a critical layer of intrigue. For Edmonton, Stuart Skinner has been a pillar of calm precision, with a 2.50 GAA and 8.914 save percentage, providing a reliable backbone. Dallas, however, faces a significant challenge with the absence of starter Jake Oettinger. This thrusts backup Scott Wedgwood into the spotlight, a capable netminder with an .873 save percentage whose rebound control and lateral movement will be severely tested by Edmonton's layered and high-skill attack. This chess match will be decided by special teams and pace, two areas where execution and discipline separate contenders from pretenders. Edmonton's dynamic forwards will relentlessly test Dallas's defensive structure and backup goaltender, using their quick strike ability and cross-ice movement to create scoring chances. The Stars will counter with a patient, structured game, aiming to clog the middle of the ice, force Edmonton to the perimeter, and grind out shifts in their favor. The X factor remains the Oilers' top-line chemistry. If McDavid and Draisaitl find open ice and begin connecting on their trademark two-man sequences, Dallas's defense will be under constant duress. While the Stars' resilience and system keep them dangerous, the absence of Oettinger and the firepower of Edmonton's Stars tilt the scale. Expect the Oilers' power play to be the difference maker, with Skinner outdueling Wedgwood in a 4-2 Edmonton victory that steals 2 critical points deep in the heart of Texas. In a marquee East-West showdown, the red-hot Tampa Bay Lightning, riding a 5-game winning streak, march into Ball Arena to face the Colorado Avalanche, who have been nearly perfect on home ice. One of these impressive streaks is destined to end tonight. The Lightning have found their championship form again, winning with balance across all zones. Nikita Kucherov is leading the way with 12 points, Anthony Cirelli has found his scoring touch with 7 goals, and Victor Hedman remains the steadying force on the blue line. Colorado, sitting atop the Central Division, is led by the force of nature that is Nathan MacKinnon, who has racked up 19 points in just 13 games, while Cale Makar continues to redefine the defenseman position with 14 points and a +12 rating. The statistical contrast is compelling. Tampa Bay wins with structure and discipline, averaging 2.9 goals for and 2.8 against. Colorado overwhelms with offensive firepower, scoring at a blistering 3.6 goals per game while still maintaining a strong defensive mark of 2.5 allowed. The special teams battle will be a key area to watch, with Colorado's dynamic power play going up against Tampa Bay's nearly flawless 90% penalty kill. Momentum is firmly on Tampa's side. Their 5-game streak, which includes wins over Dallas and Nashville, has been defined by clutch scoring and improved defensive play. Colorado, meanwhile, has shown a few cracks with back-to-back losses to New Jersey and Boston, revealing some miscommunications in their own zone. The goaltending matchup is a classic tale of pedigree versus persistence. Tampa's Andrei Vasilevsky, with a 2.81 GAA and .890 save percentage, may not have sparkling numbers, but he possesses the unparalleled ability to elevate his game and make the critical save when the pressure is at its peak. For Colorado, Scott Wedgwood has been a steadying presence with a 2.50 GAA and 8.925 save percentage, thriving on sound positioning and rebound control. His task will be to withstand Tampa's speed in their layered offensive attacks. This game will be a tactical chess match between Tampa's disciplined forecheck and Colorado's explosive rush. If the Lightning's penalty kill can hold strong and their top contributors continue their hot streak, they have the tools to extend their impressive run. In a thrilling back-and-forth affair, Tampa Bay's momentum, veteran composure, and superior special teams execution will steal the spotlight in a 4-3 mile-high finish. The Florida Panthers arrive in Anaheim looking to find their footing against a surprising Ducks team that is soaring high early in the season. This is a matchup with plenty to prove for both sides. The Panthers, sitting at 6-5-1, are clawing for consistency in the jam-packed Atlantic Division, while the Ducks, with an impressive 7-3-1 record, are making a statement in the Pacific. Anaheim already took the first meeting 3-2, and a win tonight would give them a clean season sweep, a massive confidence booster for this young, ascending team. Florida's offense is orchestrated by the ageless Brad Marchand, who has tallied 16 points and remains a constant threat. However, they are facing the emergence of a new superstar in Anaheim's Leo Carlsson, who also has 16 points and, alongside Cutter Gauthier and his 9 goals, forms the core of a dynamic and dangerous Ducks attack. The recent form of these two teams paints a very clear picture. Florida has been alternating wins and losses, a pattern that underscores their lack of rhythm, often hampered by defensive lapses and inconsistent special teams play. Their victories over Dallas and Vegas were dramatic shootout wins, showing they can compete, but not with the sustained dominance expected of a contender. Anaheim, in stark contrast, is trending upward with conviction, winning 4 of their last 5 behind crisp puck movement, a relentless forecheck, and most importantly, stellar goaltending. Their victories have showcased a team that is dictating the pace of games rather than reacting to it. The goaltending matchup is a compelling duel of composure versus explosiveness. For Florida, Sergei Bobrovsky has been steady with a 2.94 GAA and 8.899 save percentage, keeping them in games even when outplayed. For Anaheim, Lucas Dostal has been a revelation, posting a 5-1-0 record with 8.916 save percentage and showing remarkable calm under fire. This is a matchup where one hot glove or one critical rebound could decide the entire outcome. The pressure points are clear. Florida's penalty kill must find a way to neutralize Anaheim's slick offensive movement, and the Panthers' top line needs to generate more high-danger chances. However, Anaheim's team-wide pace, depth, and the confidence derived from their stellar goaltending make them a formidable opponent on home ice. Expect the Ducks to continue their surprising surge, handing the Panthers a 4-2 loss and sending Florida back to the drawing board as they continue their California road trip. The atmosphere in Montreal tonight is electric as two proud franchises with very different early season narratives prepare for a compelling clash. The Canadiens have been the story of the Atlantic Division, sitting atop the standings with a formidable 9-3-0 record and a perfect 6-0-0 mark on home ice, having turned the Bell Center into an absolute fortress. They are seeking validation that their hot start is a sign of things to come. The Philadelphia Flyers, on the other hand, arrive with a 6-5-1 record, fighting to stay relevant in a crowded Metropolitan Division. For them, this game is a measuring stick, an opportunity to prove they can grind out a win against elite competition on the road. The tale of the tape is a classic contrast of styles. Montreal's explosive attack, led by Nick Suzuki's 18 points and Cole Caulfield's 10 points, averages a robust 3.67 goals per game. They will be testing a Flyers squad that wins with structure and discipline, averaging and allowing an identical 2.58 goals per game, with Trevor Zegras driving their offense with 13 points. Momentum heavily favors the home side, as the Canadiens have won 4 of their last 5, playing with rhythm, speed, and swagger. The Flyers have been competitive, going 3-2 in their last 5, but have struggled to close out tight games. The goaltending duel presents a fascinating dynamic. Philadelphia's Dan Vladar has been a steadying force with a 2.41 GAA and 8.921 save percentage, while Montreal has navigated the absence of Caden Primo with a tandem of Jacob Dobes and Sam Montembeault, the latter holding a 3.00 GAA and an .889 save percentage but showing resilience at home. Vladar's precision and rebound control will be critical in weathering the Montreal Storm. Tactically, this game hinges on special teams and tempo. Montreal's clicking power play, fueled by quick puck movement, will put Philadelphia's 76.9% penalty kill under immediate siege. The Flyers must win faceoffs, clog the neutral zone, and disrupt Suzuki's passing lanes to have a chance. Expect Montreal to push the pace early, testing Vladar from all angles, while the Flyers' counterattack, led by Zegras, must be sharp and opportunistic. In the end, Montreal's home ice dominance, superior offensive chemistry, and late-game poise should prove too much. The Flyers' defensive grit will keep it close for a while, but the Canadiens' depth and finishing touch will carry them to a 4-2 victory, keeping their perfect home record intact and sending another message to the rest of the league. A Metropolitan Division showdown with playoff intensity is set to ignite Madison Square Garden as the Carolina Hurricanes face the New York Rangers. Both clubs are locked in a tight mid-pack race, making these 2 points crucial for early positioning. The Hurricanes, at 7-4-0, are looking to rebound from a tough 1-goal loss to Boston, while the 6-5-2 Rangers aim to build on the momentum of a gritty overtime win over Seattle. This is a classic clash of philosophies, Carolina's relentless offensive push against New York's structured defensive poise. The Hurricanes' offense, led by Seth Jarvis 11 points and Sebastian Aho's playmaking, averages an impressive 3.64 goals per game. The Rangers, anchored by the brilliant Adam Fox on the blue line and fueled by Taylor Raddysh's 6 goals, boast a stingier defense, allowing only 2.38 goals against. Special teams offer a slight edge to Carolina, with an 84.8% penalty kill that stands tall against a Rangers power play converting at 12.1%. Momentum slightly favors New York, who have won 3 of their last 5, including statement victories over Edmonton and Vancouver, showing a knack for grinding out close games. The defining battle, however, will be waged in the crease. It's Frederik Andersen and his steady .894 save percentage against Igor Shesterkin, who is displaying his Vezina caliber form with a .913 save percentage and a 2.34 GAA. Shesterkin's explosiveness and ability to make highlight reel saves that ignite his team and the home crowd provide a tangible advantage over Andersen's more composed, positional style. Carolina will look to generate traffic and second-chance opportunities to disrupt Shesterkin's rhythm, while the Rangers will test Anderson's lateral movement and reaction time. Expect a game of dramatic tempo swings, with Carolina applying heavy forechecking pressure and New York relying on tight neutral zone discipline and counter-attacks. In such a tightly wound contest, the brilliance of Shesterkin, combined with Fox's elite puck-moving ability, will be the difference. The Garden crowd will fuel a focused, disciplined effort, allowing the Rangers to eke out a hard-fought 3-2 divisional win. A crucial Central Division battle takes place in St. Paul as the Nashville Predators and Minnesota Wild, both desperate for traction, face off. With Nashville sitting sixth with 12 points and Minnesota just 1 point behind in the basement, this is more than just a game, it's a clash for identity, momentum, and divisional pride. The Predators are trying to stack wins after a rocky start, while the Wild are aiming to steady their ship and begin a climb. Nashville's offense has been streaky, led by Ryan O'Reilly's 9 points and Philip Forsberg's 6 goals, but they have been let down at times by a defense allowing 3.31 goals per game. Minnesota's attack runs through Kirill Kaprizov, a one-man offensive engine with 16 points, but the team behind him has struggled for consistency, scoring 2.77 goals per game while allowing 3.0. Recent form shows two teams searching for a rhythm, with Nashville alternating wins and losses and Minnesota going 2-3 in their last 5, often falling victim to late-game heartbreak. The game will likely be decided by the goaltending duel between structure and instinct. Nashville's Juuse Saros, with a 2.70 GAA and 8.920 save percentage, has been the rock holding his team together. Minnesota's Philip Gustafsson, with a 2.33 GAA and an .885 save percentage, has steadied after early struggles but will need to be sharp to withstand Nashville's net front presence. Saros's patience and precise positioning contrast with Gustafsson's more athletic, reactionary style, setting the stage for a goaltending clinic. In the tactical trenches, Nashville's improved puck movement and forecheck will test Minnesota's defensive discipline. Special teams could be the deciding factor, with Minnesota's 84% penalty kill facing off against Nashville's push to convert on their 8.8% power play. While Kaprizov's transcendent talent can single-handedly change the game, Nashville's slightly more stable footing and the reliability of Saros in net will make the difference. Expect a tight, physical battle that requires extra time, with the Predators securing a statement 3-2 overtime road win. A compelling cross-conference matchup lights up Las Vegas as the surging Detroit Red Wings visit the struggling Vegas Golden Knights. The Red Wings, an impressive 9-4-0 and second in the Atlantic, are brimming with confidence and aiming to prove their start is no fluke. The Golden Knights, at 6-2-3 and chasing in the Pacific, are desperate to rediscover their rhythm and protect their home ice. This is a classic contrast of styles: Detroit's fluid, pace and passing attack against Vegas's disciplined, counter-punching system. The numbers illustrate Detroit's two-way prowess, averaging 3.23 goals per game while only allowing 2.31. Dylan Larkin is leading the charge with 18 points, and Alex DeBrincat is providing a spark with 11 assists, powering a lethal power play operating at 23.8%. Vegas relies on the elite duo of Jack Eichel, with 19 points, and Pavel Dorofeyev's 9 goals, but their offense has tightened lately, averaging just 2.82 goals per game. Momentum is decisively wearing red, as Detroit has won 4 of its last 5, including statement victories, while Vegas has gone 2-3 in that span, struggling to close out tight games. The matchup dynamics are fascinating. Larkin's speed through the neutral zone will test Vegas's defensive gaps, while Eichel's vision and Dorofeyev's release threaten to exploit any lapse from Detroit. The special teams battle looms large, pitting Detroit's sharp power play against Vegas's formidable 85% penalty kill. Whichever side wins this battle will likely win the night. Beyond that, it will be a game of composure and puck control. Detroit thrives on crisp, structured passing to create high-danger chances, while Vegas counters with physicality and elite defensive rotations designed to disrupt rhythm and force opponents to the perimeter. In this ongoing tug-of-war between finesse and structure, Detroit's balanced scoring, current hot streak, and impressive road composure will carry the day. The Golden Knights will battle hard, but the Red Wings' momentum will prove just enough to secure a 3-2 victory and steal 2 critical points in Sin City. The Winnipeg Jets, one of the league's hottest teams, roll into Los Angeles for a rematch with the reeling Kings. The Jets, sitting at a dominant 9-3-0 with 18 points and second in the Central Division, are riding a wave of confidence and chemistry. The Kings, at 5-4-4 and 5th in the Pacific, are in a starkly different position, searching for consistency and answers after dropping the season series opener 3-2. On paper, this is a mismatch. Winnipeg brings overwhelming firepower, led by Mark Schiefel's brilliant 20 points, driving an offense that averages a staggering 3.75 goals per game. Their special teams are a nightmare for opponents, with a 25.6% power play and an 89.4% penalty kill. Los Angeles, led by Adrian Kemp's 15 points, has sputtered, posting just 2.77 goals per game while allowing nearly 3 against. Recent form tells an even more dramatic story. The Jets have won 4 of their last 5, outscoring opponents 22-4 and playing with palpable pace, precision, and poise. The Kings have dropped 4 of their last 5, with defensive lapses and breakdowns costing them dearly. One team is surging, the other is stalling. The goaltending matchup is a heavyweight duel. Winnipeg's Connor Hellebuyck is in mid-season form, boasting a 2.34 GAA and 8.921 save percentage, with a calmness that stabilizes the entire team. For Los Angeles, the pressure falls squarely on Darcy Kuemper, who holds a 2.85 GAA and an .891 save percentage and must find a way to outduel one of the league's best. Hellebuck's calm efficiency against Kuemper's more reactionary style underscores the contrast between the two teams. Expect Winnipeg to press with their trademark pace, crisp puck movement, and an aggressive forecheck. The Kings will counter with physicality, hoping their blue line can slow the onslaught. The special teams duel could be decisive, with Winnipeg's elite power play facing a Kings penalty kill hovering at a vulnerable 74%. If Los Angeles cannot stay disciplined, it will be a long night in their own zone. Winnipeg simply looks too cohesive, too confident, and too complete. Hellebuyck will steady the crease, Schieffel will set the offensive tone, and the Jets' balance and depth will overwhelm the Kings. The final prediction is a 4-2 Jets victory, keeping them pace in the Central while the Kings' search for rhythm continues. Did our predictions prove accurate, or did a major upset shake up the entire league? Let us know which game you're most looking forward to in your own final score predictions in the comments below. For more expert analysis that truly goes beyond the box score, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a breakdown.